Buenos dias, gente feliz. We are outside today on one of the, I guess, final legs of the Catio project. Right now we are preparing to cut a bunch of wood for the litter box enclosure, which will be outside beside the Catio. It's going to be enclosed with like doors on it so we can open it up and clean it out. But it'll be enclosed so that the cats can't get out and stuff like that. But so let me flip the camera around and I'll kind of show you what I'm doing, and we'll go from there. Okay, so this is kind of my design, changing the dimensions a little bit to maximize wood usage. Because my wood is 8 foot, I'm going to make the uprights 5 feet instead of 5'6", and then I'm going to make these 36 inches and 24. So the top box is going to be 24 high, 24 deep, and 36 wide. The whole thing sitting 36 inches up off the ground, so I don't have to bend over to empty litter box. It's going to have 2 doors on the front that open up so I can access it, and then the entire top part will be encased with some plastic siding that we got from Home Depot a few years ago. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm gonna do. I'll build this framework up, and then of course I got some material to go inside here for a floor, and we'll see how this thing all comes together. So I'm gonna start cutting some wood, and then we'll get it assembled up, and we'll take some short little video clips in between to show you how it's going. Alright, so that's all the pieces we need for the frame. That's 6 pieces at 36 inches, 6 pieces at 24 inches, and 4 pieces at 5 feet, or 60 inches. So let's start assembling. So the game plan is to assemble 3 rectangular frames in the same size, using the 3 foot and 2 foot sections that we cut. And then we're going to attach those together using the 5-foot sections. So first of all, let's get these rectangles together. Alright, that's one. Alright, 3 frames. Now we assemble them to the 5-foot pieces. So to start out with, we're only going to put 1 screw in each location. That way we can square everything up, and then we're going to use this piece of the scrap material that we have left over to make a diagonal brace so that it stays plumb. Okay, now we get our framer square, and we square everything up. Okay, looks good. So what we done is we took the center brace, we cut two 45s on it, one here and one on the other end, and it's going to fit inside the frame here so that when we bolt it all down, there's nothing sticking out. So we put it there, and there we go. Alright. Let's flip it over and do the other side. Okay. So that's our frame. Let's stand it up. This is the bottom. Alright, so next we gotta go out back and get our material to make the floor. So for our floor, we'll be using this old leftover section of fence material. That'd be more than plenty strong enough to hold the cats. So we're going to measure out and cut this to size, and we'll get it laid inside. Alright. That's our length. Now, need to measure for the width. So we cut the middle section that'll fit in here, hopefully with no fuss. Need to adjust that little piece. Okay, a few minor adjustments and tweaks. That sits in there. Now we're going to cut the other pieces to fit in this gap right here. Okay, so we cut some notches out on both ends. Now it should fit inside the frame here. All right. Okay, there's our floor. So this is going to be the back side. This is the front side. The doors are going to get mounted inside the frame here. And we're going to put siding around the sides and the back. And then we're going to make for a roof on top. Solid floor for the kitties. Okay, another piece. Alright, one side done. Alright, so we got both sides and the back on. But there's a piece about 4 inches wide that we need to cut off the top of each. So I'm going to go get a blade and take care of that. So we have the sides on. I've cut a hole and framed it out for the cats to enter and exit. I've also lined the inner walls with 3/8 plywood. Started a roof truss. So it's gonna get the corrugated roofing material attached to the top. It has a nice slant going backwards so that the water will run off. Just kind of making this all up as I go, so that's why I haven't been videotaping everything, just because I don't know from 1 minute to the next what I'm doing. I'm just kind of making it up as I go. So I'm gonna continue putting this all together, and once we got it out, then we'll take some more video. So the kitties seem to be enjoying their catio so far. Poops is found a place on the tree, and Stiggers is outside, wondering what's going on over here. So over here we have our litter box enclosure. So this square cutout here is going to go up against the fence here, and I'm going to cut a hole in the fence, and then I'm going to use some wood and dress it all up and make it fancy so that they can crawl through without getting hurt or cut. And this is going to go right here. I need to dig another brick in a hole right there and level this all off, level this all out, and then we can install the box. So it's got doors on it so that we can get in there and empty the litter box. And a nice sky view so they can see the sky when they're doing their business. And it should be all nice and tight. So, boom. Need to make a latch to keep that shut. And yeah, nice and clean. So I've done enough for today, so this is gonna get installed another day. Deuces. Not giving me what I wanted. Clarkson. Meow. Meow. Clarkson. You missed it. Clarkson, treats?
Clarkson, you want treats?